Alright boys and girls, we are back. It's raining today, so let's get in the garage and show you what's been happening. And yes, we got a hoist. So I think today we'll get the car up. It needs an oil change. And we'll just have a bit of a look underneath. It's been up on the hoist once, just for a test run. But we'll get up there, like I said, oil change, check a few things out. Let's get it up.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the group. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you.
Alright, so just let it warm up. I'll switch it off. Just make sure everything was alright there. And we'll change oil. Alright, so we've got the bin set up. Yeah, the bin. The good old bin. Let's see how much whip mess we can make. You reckon disaster? Yeah, I reckon disaster. Too far away for sure. Oh, we're trying to get it in the hole. I've course, I've got my good clothes on too, so it's always the case. Oh. Alright, so just a quickie while that's draining. So it's a Joel's garage hoist. Alright, it was shipped to Sydney and then we picked it up out at Moorebank with the truck, work truck. Man, pretty good, eh? They're very sturdy. We squared it all up, bolted it down, big 20mm bolts. In there, 6 aside. And it's pretty easy. You just hook up all the cabling and all the hydraulics. Oh yeah, look at that. The hydraulics run right over the top. To the other side. Right over that way. There's one of the locks inside that box there. And into the rams. Very easy. It took 12 litres of hydraulic fluid in there. I put 10 in, so 2 5 litres. But then when it got pretty much up to the top, it starts to shake. So I whacked another 2 in there. And we've got a bit of room there. Yeah, it starts to shake, so the extra 2 litres fix that. A little bit of splatter. But I survived. All right, I'll put that cap back on. Change the filter. And we'll keep having a geese. All right, so she's still draining. Let's have a look. So we start at the front. So we've got signature sway bars, front and rear. This one I think is a 28, possibly. I'll check that, I'll measure it for you. Yeah. They're the extractors, they're a bit elaborate. They're about 36 inches long, secondaries. But I don't know why he's gone to this, detail. It's probably burning that gasket as well. It's a 2.5 inch to a red back, and it goes in the side. Comes out the middle. I think this is a 21mm sway bar at the rear. It's got 1 inch lowering blocks because the tyres were actually rubbing on the inside of the guards up there. So I had to raise it. Got a bit of a leak on the diff here. That probably diff oil might need changing too. It's been a while. Good old 3, 4, 5 center. Resonator. Oh, my fucking dodgy welds. think those shocks are just Monroes? What are they? There's no sticker on them anymore. I can't even remember what they were. Oh, there's a sticker there. What's that say? Monroe? Yeah, something like that. I think they were just eBay specials. Good old power steering. Pretty tight in there, the thermos. It's got a little bit of a leak there. I think that's coming through the front crankshaft. Or it might be just dribbling down from somewhere up the top. Here's the rear main. Yeah, again, it's not actually dripping. There's a little bit of lubrication there. The good old 35. Well, that's definitely not leaking. Looks a bit moist around the gasket, but she's holding up. O2 sensor, it's working at the moment. They don't last long. All right, she's stopped. What else can we look at here? How's that sucker looking? I actually thought that was leaking because it looks like it was been dripping down here, and then see that there, look, see that? That just looks like it was dripping one day. It could have been an old drip, but I vaguely remember it dripping a while back. There's not really much to look at, eh? In under here, is there? All right, let's get his cap back on. Donkey. You can see it. Something's been leaking. I reckon there's something there. The other thing I do want to do is I've got an exhaust cut off, and I'm going to put it up in here. See where I've marked it? See if I can show you. So what I've done, so you get this cut off with this, and I've cut that off, right? Cut that off, and I've ground this out to match the pipes, and I have to weld that onto here. But the reason is, when you put this in this area, this thing here, it sticks down. Like you can't have it a certain way where it's up. It's just it's silly. Because the tail shaft's there, I decided to knock it off, and it's going to come up. I know it's not on an angle, but it's going to come out here. I mean, it's just for noise, right? It's going to be up in here. I'll tack weld him in there, and then the cable will run to the back. And because the battery's in the boot, I'll put like a little fuse up in there, and then you have your little remote control. So that's not sticking down further than anything. That might be the lowest bit just there, but that's nothing. It usually scrubs at the front when I'm coming in the driveway sometimes. So that's how I will do that. I'll probably hole saw this out. So now that's marked, I can probably pull the exhaust off, put it on the ground and then do it. If I can't drill it here, I'll take it off.
Inside of you, feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
Alright, well, you all know how to change oil, so I'll speed this up and get to the end. Alright, well that's in there. I've just thrown 4 litres in there. Ooh, that looks spot on. I'll just give it a start. I've got new plugs as well, so we might change them out. Alright. It is a little rich when it's been punched like that. Now I did drill out. What did I drill out? I can't remember now. I think I drilled the pump jets out. And I went big because I wanted to test something. I think I went to like a 0.75 on the pump jet. Now, it helps with the auto. When you just mash it, it's fine. But as you can see there, when I was punching it a couple times, it was really loading up the fuel. So they're all a little dark, but you know, it is running a little rich on the pumpy. So we're just gonna index them like before, like I've been told. We'll do that now. Alright, so you just grab your plug, and on the sorry, it's in my mouth. On the back side of the tab, put a line. Okay, so then you want excuse me, you want the open part facing the intake valve. Alright, so once that's at the top, it's going to sit in the head like that. Intake valve's over, oh Jesus, intake valve is over here, alright, and the mark is going to be over on the exhaust side. Alright, that's only what I've been told. Alright, so that first plug that was indexed, that's fit in number 3 now. Okay, see, number 3. So we've marked the back side. It's now facing, it's facing intake. Okay, next one.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
Alright, so that took a whole 10 minutes, and you can see the marks are at the opposite of the intake. Now they're not going to be exact, but oh, yeah, they're about there. And we used seven plugs, so just one that didn't work in anything. So we've got spares. So that might work in one of the previous ones that we'd already filled. But that's it. Fuel filter.
You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
Done. Back together. I'll clean up all this shit. I might have a swim, and then I might take it for a cruise. Alright, make a mess. Woohoo! Thick, eh? Alright, sway bath. So, I do not have calipers. They shit themselves. Oh, what the fuck is that? You dickhead. Oh, I've had a couple of drinks, alright? Fucking hell. I can't see shit. What's that say? 28. Ooh, yeah, 28. That is not a sway bar, okay? Bada bing bing dong. And this puppy is 18. Okay, so it's not 20. I think it's 20. Oh, it's closer to 20 than 18. I'm calling that, oh Jesus, it's more like 19. 19 or 20, that one. And no. I'm gonna say 27. 27 front. Alright, well I didn't get to go for a drive. It was just too hot today, so I spent most of the time in the pool. And then a couple of drinks. So we'll leave it at that. I'll try and get on the road in a couple of days. But Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And we'll see you on the next vid, whenever that is. See ya.